Hi, I'm Allison Ellis of Floral Artistry, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I think a lot of creative business owners probably struggle with, which is this balance between being a people pleaser and being a pushover. And there's sort of this fine line that sometimes we find ourselves sort of straddling. Are we working to make our customer happy, or are we really becoming a pushover and feeling like we're compromising everything that we know is right about what we need to do to make ourselves happy, and run a successful business? So I think we all have been in a situation where you're sort of trying to be that people pleaser, but in the end you made a mistake and have sacrificed your own needs as a business owner. And it's something that we can really fall into this trap over and over again if we're not recognizing that there is a difference between being a people pleaser, having fantastic customer service, and being a pushover where we're denying ourselves what we really need in order to sustain a really successful business. So even though no matter what your political leanings may be, I think there's this fantastic quote from George Bush, which is, "I'm the decider." I don't remember when he said that, but it sticks with me. And I just think it sums it up. Like, when you're the business owner, you're the decider. So you get to decide what is part of your customer service and what is not. And it's important that your staff, if you have a staff, understands what those things are so that they're not making promises that in the end are compromising really what it is that you need to do in order to keep being productive and making money and making beautiful work, because hopefully those things happen at the same time: beautiful work and beautiful money. So one of the things that I was taught by this boss from a million years ago, which I would call my best and my worst boss, which is, I'm sure we've all had that. And he would say, "You want to say yes to the customer while saying no." And my husband hates this. He's super not salesy. He's never sold a thing in his life. So he's not into, I love a good sales pitch. I can appreciate it. I respond to it. You give me a good sales pitch, I will pay you more money. I am totally that kind of person. But my husband hates this, and I say it all the time, and I think it's an important part of this people pleasing without being a pushover, is finding a way to say yes while you're really saying, "No, that doesn't work for me." Or, "Yeah, you can have peonies in August, but they are going to be more expensive, and I really can't guarantee them." That's a way that I end up saying yes and no at the same time fairly often, actually, is with flower choices. Or, if someone wants you to set something up that they bought themselves, that it has nothing to do with you, and you make no money off of doing, and it's going to cost you time, and you have to have an extra employee to set it up on the day of the wedding, that's something where you can say, "Yes, we can do that for you, and this is how much I'm estimating it's going to cost," or, "I'll look into how much that will be," so that they understand that while, yes, you're willing to be a people pleaser and help them out, you're not a pushover, and if it's going to cost you money to do them a favor, you're not best friends. This is a job, and if they want their best friend to do it for free, they can have their best friend do it for free, or they can hire you and you'll do an amazing job and take good care of it for them, but you're not going to walk out of there feeling like, "I cannot believe that I did that for free." So don't be a pushover. So you set your own parameters, you're the decider, and you can start to really own those decisions where you do make an exception, and maybe someone might see it as a pushover situation, but if you feel good about it, then you're just being a people pleaser. And there are a lot of opportunities to sort of walk that line between people pleasing and being a pushover. And whatever decisions you make, because I think I've been in the business for 20 years and I've had my own business for 13 years. And I feel like every year is a learning year. That's something I say all the time. I say it multiple times a season. I say it multiple times before the season even starts, because there's always something that should be a certain way. And then you kind of compromise a little bit. And then the customer shows you why you had that rule and why you have these preconceived notions about how certain things should be. So whatever those little learning moments are for you this year and every year, just don't dwell on them and start to sort of beat yourself up about, oh, I should have been stronger, or I should have said no. Recognize it, own it, like, hey, should have said no, moving forward, gonna do the best job I can with this. Maybe I'm not thrilled, but I can't take that out on my customer or, throw it in their face. Well, I did this for you. If you make the decision, you got to own it. Don't dwell, and just make it something that you make a mental note, like, next time I'm not going to do this. So because you set the rules yourself, it's a blessing and a curse, of course, but you can start to make yourself recognize where these moments are where you can really shine and be a people pleaser, and those moments where you just need to say no. So I hope that is helpful to you if you ever feel like you're being a pushover in your own business when really all you want to do is be a people pleaser. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning into Flirty Fleurs, and you can see me on my blog, floralartvt.com, also on YouTube, and who knows, maybe we'll see you in person one day. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Bye.